So this summer I worked on a Google Chrome extension called Cite-D-Lite. Its purpose is twofold. One is to cite geodata and PubMed articles, and its second function is to highlight the most important sentences in PubMed abstracts. So to take a look at the Chrome extension as a whole, you can see there are three main components divided on the right. The first upper portion handles citation of different types of geodata. So geo is a publicly available gene expression omnibus, so it's a repository containing a lot of data. So here in the upper part, you can see that this data is accessible through Geo and DataMed, and both of these web pages are able to download citations for the geodata. On the bottom part, you can see the second and third parts dealing with the citation of PubMed articles here, as well as this added function of highlighting the PubMed abstracts. Why did we want to develop this Chrome extension? So increasing quantities of publicly available data have amplified the amount of data that is being used not only by the researchers who produce the data, but by people who want to analyze the data as well. And because this is a relatively new and still developing kind of area, the methods of data citation have not been standardized in such a way as other research publications have been. So Force 11 is a group of scientists, scholars, librarians, archivists, and publishers who have gathered together and published the Joint Declaration of Data Citation Principles. And the goal of this was to establish guidelines that could be disseminated to standardize expectations for data citation. Taking a look at the Google Chrome extension itself, it is called Cite-D-Lite. When you are on the appropriate Geo or a DataMed website, it produces these buttons you can see here for the data sets, the series, the sample, or the PubMed article. It automatically does this, and when you click on the button, it will generate a citation of the desired format, whether it's RIS, BibTeX, or EndNote. And these citation files are directly importable into various reference managers. So going back to this overview, you can see that there are 10 different types of pages from which we can generate a citation. 8 for Geo is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, as well as 2 pages for PubMed articles, 1 and 2. For dataset citations, there are buttons in 2 locations that will generate the same citation for your dataset. So one is on your search result page, and one is on the GDS browser page, which is directly associated with each dataset. So each dataset has its own GDS browser page. And then when you click on the button on each page, the button will perform AJAX calls to the pages in the green to collect different kind of information to be integrated into the citation. So series are handled in a similar way, where there are buttons in 2 locations and they produce the same kind of citation. Samples are a little more complex in that they can be accessed from 4 different locations. One on the GeoSearch result page, the second is on the GSM page, and then datamed.org is it's another web page that houses many data repositories, of which Geo is one. So if it is a Geo dataset on datamed.org, you can also cite it through there. So very similarly, on the bottom, you can see a very similar process is done for PubMed abstracts, where you can download the citation files for the article. These are examples of the citation files that are generated. So you can download it and you can open it to take a look at it, or you can import it directly into your reference managers. So there's the three file types that I mentioned earlier: RIS, BibTeX, and EndNote. And so these are just an example. So like this is like a data set. Here's a geo sample, and here's what a PubMed article would look like. One additional feature that Cite-D-Lite has is a text importance graded highlighter to further enhance the user's overall interaction and experience with PubMed. The goal of the highlighter is to assist in quickly determining main ideas by visually identifying key sentences in the abstract. This feature is based on TextRank, which is a graph-based ranking algorithm which was developed at the University of North Texas. And basically what it does is it decides on the importance of a sentence or a vertex within a graph by taking into account global information recursively computed from the entire graph, rather than relying only on local vertex-specific information. So in other words, the knowledge drawn from an entire text is used in making local ranking and selection decisions. The colors here indicate the importance of the sentence, so darker sentences are highlighted in a darker color. Acknowledgements, thank you to all the members of the Mayan Lab for this amazing summer experience.